Okay, so the LeBron James Isaiah Stewart situation, right? Okay, so it's really simple. Like you at the free throw line, you're boxing out, you're trying to get the rebound, right? Hand swiping, somebody gets hit, right? So in most situations, that would have turned out to be a fight. It would have been something. It's gonna be something ugly, especially when the guy started bleeding. Now the guy got hit in his eye, and the camera and the replay was able to see it. You're able to see it on replay and camera, right? It was recorded. It's a recorded game. So let's just say if it was in a normal situation outside of court, where you just no cameras, no nothing, right? You might have, since LeBron James you're talking about, you might have cameras around, right? Let's just say if it was a charity pickup game, that would have turned out to be something. Like it would have been much worse. Now in the NBA game, you got referees, you got officials, you got real security, but let's just say if it was at a charity game on a playground outside or a YMCA gym, that would have turned out to be something. You know what I mean? That would have turned out to be a fight, cuss words. I mean, it would have been ugly, especially when the guy started bleeding. You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing on it. Had that been LeBron that gotten hit like that, ain't no telling what type of punishment Isaiah Stewart would have had gotten. I mean, let's just be honest. Like that's obvious. That's obvious, right? That happened to LeBron. It would have been World War III, all because you hit LeBron James in the eye and he started bleeding. It would have been the same way. It's the same, and that goes for any sport. Any that shouldn't happen. I mean, it was an accident. I will say that, but if a regular guy does that on the streets, that's gonna be something. No matter how you try to explain, apologize, and LeBron Hart might have been in the right place in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was. I don't know. He was trying to be aggressive, and Isaiah was trying to be aggressive. Hey, it's an aggressive game. But I'm just saying, for the punishment, it's circumstance for him to get suspended 2 games. That's because he tried to escalate the situation. I mean, he's reacting to his eye bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like he's reacting to his eye bleeding. You know what I'm saying? So the security, my thing is, once his eye started bleeding and all the players on the court, the first one, security should have been on the floor anyway to escort this man out so his eye can stop bleeding. You know what I'm saying? His eye was bleeding, so medical people should have been on the floor immediately to stop the bleeding. That's what I didn't understand. It was just all about LeBron trying to apologize, trying to explain, but why wasn't security or medical staff on the floor at the time where it happened, right? People should have been like, "Oh, he's bleeding. Go get the medical so we can stop. Get some badge, some patches so we can stop the bleed. Hey, we gotta sit you down, man. We gotta stop the bleeding. You got blood. You got dripping blood on the floor. Like, you know what I'm saying?" But they got caught. See, the thing is, they get caught in the moment. They on TV. They get caught in the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. Now, basically, if let's just say if LeBron, that would happen to LeBron, right? You all know what happened. Everybody in the world know what happened. Like, damn, he hit LeBron like that, and then his teammates, right, Anthony Davis and Westbrook. I mean, that's what they're supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to defend their teammate. That's anybody. You know what I'm saying? So what they saying is there's nothing wrong with what they said. You know what I'm saying? Like what AD saying, Westbrook, they defended their teammate. They're gonna give their teammate the benefit of the doubt. No matter if he's LeBron, anybody else on the roster, they're gonna give their teammate the benefit of the doubt. And the same with the Pistons. And what Dwayne Casey said was great as a role model, as a head coach. He's supposed to lead his team by words and charismatic and everything. So what he said was right, was great, saying don't let that situation define you. It was just a moment. Yeah, it was a messed up moment. It was a fucked up moment, but don't let that situation define you. I really like what he said there. It's a lot of things you can take from the situation. I mean, it was a hostile moment. It was a hostile moment. Things could have gotten much worse if it was at a different scenery or different locations or different situations. Much things could have happened worse. You know, that's what you have to factor in because, like I said, had that been at a YMCA or just anywhere without like officials or security, that would have been much worse. So that's a normal situation. It just happened on national TV. And no, it's not the Palace. It's not the 04 fight in the Palace, or it's not the Bad Boys. It's nothing like that. There's no way the NBA can get back like that. So it was just a normal situation. Normal situation.